Mike Iaconelli and John Crews are two of the young guns on the bass fishing tour. Coincidentally, they're also traveling partners, yet these two friends have never fished together in all their years of traveling on the tour. Today, we'll follow this duo as they fish for largemouth in New Jersey.
Yeah! Woo! That's a real one. That is big. All right, John, how you doing, brother?
Doing good.
Can you believe it's the first time we actually got to fish together?
It's amazing. We've roomed together for a couple years now, and we've never fished together. We always talk about fishing. We come in after hard days of fishing and talk about it, but we've actually never been in the boat together. It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a neat deal today. Let's set this up for everybody. This is a lake in South Jersey, lake in New Jersey. When people think New Jersey, they don't think about fishing.
No.
But this is a lake in New Jersey. I hadn't been here all year. So this is going to be like a pre-fishing day for us. We got clear water, the water's turning over. What do you think is going to happen today?
Yeah, usually in the fall it's pretty tough when you get that turnover in these smaller lakes. I fished a few of them, and we're gonna have to adapt and see what we can figure out.
Okay, well the main forage is yellow perch. We'll try to imitate that. If not, we've got some spinning rods. Want to try to make it happen?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Oh, good one too. Good one, big one. God. Big one, John. Go, big one. Light line on this there.
Don't look at me.
Oh! Oh! What happened? Yeah.
He's all head, look at him. This is team effort right here.
That's the way to snatch him. Wow, that's an odd looking fish.
Yeah, he's all head.
Look at that thing.
He's all head.
He's like, is that that fish? Is that Slim Fast diet?
I'm hungry.
I need more food.
I need lures.
Man.
Frogs. It's a nice fish though.
It's not bad.
Okay.
You know, I like when you're fishing that clear water, you know you're around vegetation, they get that real yellow tone to them.
That's it.
Look at that thing. That is a giant head and a little body.
Yeah.
God, he kind of looks like Kevin Worth a little bit.
It's a...
Yeah. Let's go. All right, brother.
Nice. Nice work.
Good start.
That's a good start.
All right, let's
good
think.
Start.
I mean, we're like 10 casts in already.
Yeah. Immediately.
Immediately. Clear water, come off of wood.
Yep.
Come on
cover.
little plastics.
Yep.
So we've got conditions where in your mind you're thinking, you know what, we're gonna fish top waters, buzz baits, we're just gonna burn around and they're gonna eat like crazy. But that clear water is really affecting the fish. And almost immediately, we get our first bite on a weightless plastic, you know, on a real small little green pumpkin looking worm, you know, real light line, fluorocarbon line, making real long casts. And that first bite really is the beginning to one of the major patterns that's going to play out. You know, again, clear water, super spooky fish. And being able to cast these small little baits, fluorocarbon line, it's a natural presentation these fish are eating. Clear water might have to do it, man.
Uh-oh.
You got it again.
Oh, I got him that time. And that's why. He had the tail again, but I harpooned him in the insides.
That's why you need a sharp hook on the bait.
That's right.
So even when you miss them, you catch them.
As the weather starts to cool, that fall bite can pick up in certain areas. Certain areas can get real tough. You know, rivers, lakes, small bodies of water, they're all a little bit different. But, you know, fishing these small bodies of water, when I grew up, sometimes they can be real tough. Sometimes they can be real good. It just depends on what kind of day you hit. And today we hit a little bit tougher day, but you know, like any other time in the fall, if you're persistent, you can catch it.
I got him. That feels like a big one. It feels like a big one. Ah, that's a good one. He's just off the end of that flat. No, it's not a big one. It's a good one though. It's not bad.
He's a lot better than no bites.
Another bite on that little plastic. God, feel how cold that fish is, John. Feel it. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Feels like a trout.
Yeah, it's 60 degree air temperature and that fish feels cold.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you, you know, I'm a big believer in looking at the fish. You know, you catch a fish, look down his throat, feel his belly, get an idea what he's feeding on. But here's something that a lot of people have questions about this. That catch a fish, you'll look at it, and you'll see them get these black blotches on them. You know, really what that is bass it's like a chameleon. It changes to its environment. And when you see these fish start to get black spots on them, that's telling you the fish are relating to the bottom. They're getting close to the bottom. They're almost hugging the bottom. When they get around dark bottoms, they'll start to take on these black blotches. So look at a fish, look at what he's eating, look at his skin color, and that'll tell you what the fish is doing. Yeah, you know, we're here. I mean, this is classic fall fishing. You know, the air temperatures in the 60s, water temperatures in the low 50s. So we've got really fall conditions. You know, the one thing that really I think is going to be a big theme today, and we see it now, we're going to keep talking about it over and over, is extreme water clarity. You know, and I think a lot of guys will get to a lake and they're intimidated by that, but there's ways to catch them, even in crystal clear water. You know, and a lot of what you hear today is going to be talking about finesse fishing, smaller baits, light line, and fluorocarbon. You know, fluorocarbons is probably one of the biggest revolutions in line in a lot of years. I know both me and John are sponsored by Berkeley. We use Trilene 100% fluorocarbon, and when you get in these clear conditions, it's important. I mean, John, wouldn't you say fluorocarbon is a big, huge help out here?
That fluorocarbon is the deal in the clear water. Most people don't understand why. The whole reason is because that fluorocarbon is denser than regular mono, and that fluorocarbon is actually very similar density as the water, so the light passes straight through it. Fish have a lot harder time seeing it, whereas the mono is a less dense. The light actually refracts when it's in the water, and the fish have a lot easier time picking it up.
Fishing is a puzzle, and so we've got about 8 hours today to try to figure out this puzzle. And we're looking for signs. You know, when you get your first bite, that's a little clue. That's a first piece of the puzzle. Then you get your second bite and you build on it. You know, and that's really the thing that makes fishing awesome, is that it's a mental game, it's a thinking game, and we're gonna try to figure out this puzzle.
Good one. See if dude, he was a nothing, dude. He got it. He got it.
Get him.
Good one.
Dirtiness. He was in the dirtiness. It's not even a foot deep here.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? That's, you know, that's real, that, keep talking about that real light fluorocarbon. You know, 8-pound line, throwing these real little finesse baits, you know? That's a little 4-inch true tungsten quiver. Hard to imagine that with, you know, water temperature in the 50s, these bass would be that shallow, you know, but finesse technique. We got in a calm area, no wind. That's the way to catch them, right there. You know, that's definitely when things are tough like they are today, you know, cold water temperatures, ultra clear water, weightless plastics is one of the best ways to catch them. See if we can get another one.
Pros talk about patterns all the time. I mean, you hear it every time you open up the pages of Bassmaster, FLW magazines, Bassin'. I mean, you always hear about patterns, fall patterns, spring patterns. Well, this time we tried to figure out a pattern, and there was not a dominant pattern. A lot of times when you go on the water, there's not a dominant pattern. There's usually 2, 3, sometimes even more patterns working at the same time. And here today, we figured out 3 different patterns.
Big one, John. Oh, big one. Go on, big one on trap.
I hadn't seen him yet.
Oh, that's a good one, dude.
Hadn't seen him yet.
Don't you do that.
He's gonna do it.
Don't you do that. Come on, man, stay down there. I don't know, I think it's a good one. Oh, it's a good one. Is it a good one? It's not a good one, it's a decent one though. I can't tell today, I hadn't been fishing long enough.
Oh, look at this, look at this. Oh, come on, swing him in here.
It's a good one, John. It's a good one. I ain't gonna say nothing no more the rest of the day.
Yeah, just fish on.
That's not always the best sign when you got a fish hooked like that, is it?
No, swipers.
Swipers,
well,
man.
ultra clear water, you know, you don't expect them to really engulf it.
Yeah. You look at a way a fish is hooked, and it tells you a little bit about what the fish is doing. Clear water might have something to do with that, but you know, I like to start to change things when they're not getting it good. So I might change colors, but that really tells you about how important it is to have sharp hooks on those plugs. I mean, you know, if this wasn't a super sharp hook, that fish would have been bye-byes. That's a number 4 Uvella hook, Uvella treble hook, and that's key if you want to land fish on plugs, is to have good hooks on it. Key stuff.